The first sign that an angel has entered your life is a sudden feeling of peace. It is as if the air around you becomes lighter, the burdens you carry fall away for a moment, and you experience a feeling of security that you may never have felt before. Angels have the power to influence our lives in ways that are both subtle and profound. For millennia, humans have spoken of these heavenly beings, who are always watching over us, even if we can't see them. Guardian angels, as they are often called, act as silent companions, supporting us in our darkest times and amplifying our joy in our happiest moments. They are a sign that the universe has not left us alone, that there is always something greater guiding us. Angels appear in many cultures, from the ancient teachings of Zoroastrians to the stories of the Bible. In each of these belief systems, they represent the bridge between our world and the divine. It is no coincidence that you are considering the presence of an angel in your life now. Perhaps you have felt a sense of calm lately that you couldn't explain. Maybe you feel like something has changed in your life, even though you can't quite put your finger on what it is. This could be your guardian angel sending you quiet signs. It is amazing how deeply angels can connect with us without us realizing it at first glance. They do not speak to us in words, but in feelings, in small signs, and in moments that feel almost magical. Perhaps you have experienced it before, a moment when you suddenly felt a presence, as if someone was standing invisibly next to you. It could have been an angel approaching you to remind you that you are not alone. Let's dive deeper into this topic together and discover what signs can show you that an angel is in your life. These signs are like little clues waiting to be discovered by you. Some of them are more obvious, while others are so subtle that they can easily be overlooked. But one thing is for sure, once you learn to pay attention to them, you will realize that angels are always there, supporting you and showing you the way. Now I would like to invite you to pause for a moment and find a moment of silence. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel the breath flowing into you and the calmness spreading throughout your body. This is the first step in being open to the signs that an angel may send you. Sometimes it's not about seeing with your eyes, but feeling with your heart. As you continue breathing, imagine that each breath connects you more deeply with your inner peace, and when you feel you are ready, slowly open your eyes. In the next few moments, I will show you 5 signs that an angel is with you. These signs may come unexpectedly and surprisingly, but they are always an indication that you are being protected and accompanied. It is important to stay alert and open to what you will encounter, because sometimes, when we least expect it, we experience the greatest miracles. Sometimes something inside you suddenly changes. You are in the middle of the chaos of everyday life, and suddenly a deep, inexplicable feeling of peace overcomes you. It is as if for a moment all worries, fears, and challenges fade into the background. This is one of the first signs that an angel has entered your life. This sudden peace and the tangible sense of security that flows through you are like a gentle embrace from a higher dimension. But what does it really mean to feel this way? Angels communicate in a way that is beyond our physical perception. They work through energies and feelings. When you suddenly feel an inner peace that you can't explain, it could be a sign that an angel is wrapping their wings around you and protecting you from the hustle and bustle of life. This moment of peace is no coincidence. It's a message, a sign that you are not alone. It's the first step in showing you that you are being guided, even if you don't always consciously perceive it. Let me tell you about a woman named Laura. Laura was going through a particularly difficult phase in her life. She was stressed at work, her relationships were suffering, and she felt exhausted inside. But one night, as she sat alone in her room, not knowing how to go on, she suddenly felt a wave of calm. It was as if everything that had been weighing on her before vanished in a single moment. She couldn't explain it, but the feeling stayed with her. She felt protected, as if someone was standing invisibly beside her. Laura didn't understand at the time that this was the first sign that an angel was accompanying her, an invisible force that strengthened her during this difficult time. Stories like this are not uncommon. Many people report these sudden moments of security, often just when they least expect them. It is the silent but powerful presence of an angel sending its energy to remind us that we are never alone. These angels help us to find our inner peace, especially when we feel that we are losing our footing. They are the ones who gently remind us that we are guided and protected on a deep, spiritual level. From a spiritual perspective, the reason for these moments of peace is that angels act as bridges between us and the divine source. They carry the light of the universe within them and convey this light to us when we feel lost in darkness. The angels are able to alleviate fears and dispel worries by reminding us that we are part of a much larger plan. So the next time you feel that wave of calm, stop and realize that you are in the presence of an angel. Perhaps this angel has been by your side for a long time, but only now are you open enough to feel their presence. It is important not to be distracted by external circumstances in such moments. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine yourself being surrounded by a radiant light, a light that dissolves every worry and doubt within you. This visualization technique can help you feel the peace you sense even more intensely. Imagine how this light comes from your angel, who surrounds you with all his love and protective energy. He is always there, and in moments like these he shows himself to you. Let's do a short visualization exercise together. Close your eyes if you can, and take a deep breath. As you inhale, imagine absorbing the light of an angel. It is warm, calming, and powerful. This light fills your entire body, from your head to your toes. And with every breath, you feel your worries melt away. You are safe, secure, and protected. As you breathe out, let go of everything that weighs you down, every fear, every insecurity. Your angel stands beside you, keeping watch and making you feel free and unburdened. Remain in this calm for a moment before you slowly return. Do you feel it? That warmth, that peace? It's not your imagination, it's the sign that an angel is with you. And once you recognize that first sign, you may start to see the other signs your angel wants you to see. Because peace is just the beginning. Angels often work in secret, but their messages can transform your life in ways you might not imagine. In the next chapter, we will talk about another powerful sign, the unexpected support that you may encounter in the form of people, situations, or even apparent coincidences. It is another sign that angels have wrapped their wings around you and are showing you the way. Stay open to these signs, and you will notice how your life can unfold in a wonderful way. Sometimes in our lives, moments arise when everything seems hopeless, difficult situations in which we don't know how to move forward. And yet, it is precisely in these dark moments that something unexpected suddenly happens. Help comes into our lives, seemingly out of nowhere. This is the second sign that an angel is by your side, the unexpected support in difficult times. This kind of help can come in many forms, whether it's a helping hand, a chance encounter, or an unexpected solution. But what is really behind it? When an angel is in your life, they often intervene in an invisible way to support you. You are in crisis, feeling overwhelmed or helpless, and suddenly a door opens that you hadn't seen before. Someone enters your life and offers exactly the support you need, or an unexpected opportunity arises that makes your situation easier. Angels often work through other people who say or do the right thing at the right time. You may think it's a coincidence, but in reality it is the influence of your angel that is guiding you through this crisis. For example, Sarah was in a financial emergency after unexpectedly losing her job. The bills were piling up, and she didn't know how she would continue. One afternoon, while walking through town, she struck up a conversation with an old acquaintance. Without Sarah knowing it, this acquaintance was able to help her find a job that not only solved her financial worries, but also reignited her passion for what she did. For Sarah, this encounter was nothing short of a miracle. It was as if the universe had orchestrated exactly what she needed at that moment. But what she really felt was the angel by her side supporting her through this person. This unexpected help often comes at moments when we despair the most. You may feel like everything is going against you, and then without warning, life offers you a solution. Angels are like invisible architects who work behind the scenes by our side to pave the way and point us to what we need, even if we don't recognize it ourselves. They use people, situations, and sometimes simple coincidences to provide us with the help we need. Perhaps you have experienced someone suddenly helping you at a crucial moment, without you knowing where that support came from. Maybe a stranger approached you and gave you a piece of advice that changed everything. Or maybe you came across some information that solved the exact problem you were struggling with. These moments are not mere coincidences. They are signs that an angel is working in your life to make sure you don't get lost along the way. Think about it for a moment. Are there instances in your life when you were unexpectedly helped? Situations when you wondered how it was possible that everything suddenly changed for the better? These moments, however small they may seem, are often the silent messages of an angel carrying you through the difficult times. Angels don't always appear to us with wings and light. Often they work through the people we meet in everyday life. They bring us the right support, exactly when we need it most. It's fascinating to think about how angels operate through other people. They often use those around us to help us without us even realizing it. The friend who listens to you in your time of need, the colleague who stands by you at work, or even a stranger who gives you a helpful hint, all of these people could be messengers from your angel working in your life to make your path easier. It is important to stop and recognize the support in those moments. It is a sign that you are being protected and that someone is always watching over you. But why does this happen? Angels are messengers of the divine, and their mission is to guide us, protect us, and help us meet life's challenges. They often act through what we consider to be coincidences, because the universe works through seemingly random events to support us on our journey. Yet it is no coincidence. It is loving guidance that shows us that we are not alone. Imagine if you could consciously accept this support. Open yourself to the idea that angels are at work in your life by allowing them to help. Sometimes it's about becoming still and trusting that things will fall into place. You don't have to go at it alone. Your angel is there to lend you a hand, and they will provide the support you need through the people and circumstances in your life. The next time you feel unexpected help during a crisis, stop for a moment and realize that this could be the work of an angel watching over you. The more you open yourself to these signs, the easier it will be to recognize them, and the more often you will experience this heavenly support. In the next chapter, we will talk about how angels communicate with us in another equally powerful way, through our intuition. That quiet voice inside you telling you which way to go could be your angel, pointing the way directly. It is another sign that you are being guided, and I invite you to dive deeper into this topic with me. Have you ever had the feeling that you knew exactly what to do next without knowing why? That inner voice that shows you a way even before you can rationally grasp it yourself, that is your intuition. And often it is also the whispering of your angel who communicates with you through your intuition. Intuitive inspiration and dreams are the third sign that an angel is present in your life. Angels use these deep inner channels to send us messages that are meant to guide us and put us on the right path. Intuition is more than just a gut feeling. It is the fine, subtle language through which your angel speaks to you. Perhaps you have already experienced it. You are faced with an important decision, you are unsure, and suddenly you have a clear thought, an inspiration that tells you, this is the right way. These inspirations are not random. Your angel is helping you by sending you exactly the impulses you need at that moment. You just have to perceive these signals and trust them. Communication through dreams can be even more powerful. Angels use dreams to speak to us in a deep, symbolic way. When we sleep, our thoughts and minds are most open to these heavenly messages. Angels may not always appear to us in their pure form, but they use symbols, images, and feelings to communicate something important to us. Perhaps you remember a dream that has been on your mind for a long time. A dream that wouldn't leave your head, even though it didn't seem to have any obvious meaning. These kinds of dreams are often messages from angels that reach us through our unconscious perception. Let us take the story of John, a man who was plagued by a recurring dream. In his dream, he saw a road that ended at a dark forest. Every time he wanted to enter the forest, an invisible hand held him back. One day, after having dreamt this dream for weeks, John decided to reconsider his life situation. He was on the verge of making a career decision that would lead him in a direction that felt unsafe and oppressive. It took some intense reflection for him to realize that the dream was a sign, a warning signal from his angel, who wanted to keep him from taking this risky path. Johannes decided to take a different, safer route and felt an incredible sense of relief. Such dream experiences are not uncommon. Angels often speak to us in the imagery that our subconscious mind best understands. Animals, symbols, places, all of these things can have a deeper meaning. Dreams are like encrypted messages to help us align our lives with the guidance of the angels. If you feel that your dreams are trying to tell you something, then it is important to pay attention to them. You can start by writing down your dreams. Often, the message of a dream only becomes apparent when you look at it more closely. Try to recognize recurring symbols or emotions. Perhaps there is a recurring color in your dreams or a particular person who keeps appearing. These elements often carry important messages. Now, I would like to give you a few practical tips on how to strengthen your intuition and ability to perceive messages through dreams. First of all, give yourself permission to listen to your intuition. So often we ignore this quiet voice inside us because we think it is irrational or illogical. However, the more you listen to your intuition, the stronger it will become. One simple exercise is to create a moment of silence every day in which you ask yourself, what am I feeling in this moment? Listen to the answer that comes not from your mind, but from within. Another helpful tool is meditation. Meditation allows us to quiet the noisy thoughts of everyday life and hear our inner voice more clearly. As you meditate, imagine that your angel is sitting next to you, helping you to trust your intuition. Over time, you will notice that your intuitive abilities will strengthen and you will become more and more aware of the messages your angel is sending you. When working with dreams, it can be helpful to keep a dream journal. Write down your dreams immediately after waking up, even if they seem unimportant at first. Often we only recognize the meaning later when we recognize patterns or understand the symbols in the context of our current life situations. Also consider how you felt in the dreams. Feelings are often the key to interpreting dreams and help you to recognize what message your angel wants to convey to you. I am happy for you that you have been with us on this journey so far. If this video has touched your heart or brought you new insights, it would be wonderful if you would really support us. You can become a channel member to do that. It's easy to do via the link in the description below this video. Then you can see all new videos before they are public for everyone else. If you choose to do so, thank you. After all, we are all here to grow and learn together, and your support is the light that illuminates our path. Another touching story is that of Maria. Maria often felt that she was guided by an angel, but she only realized the true power of her intuition when she had an intense dream one day. In this dream, she saw herself on a bridge leading over a stormy sea. She felt fear and wanted to turn back, but a gentle voice told her to go on. Shortly after this dream, Maria was faced with a major career change and felt the same insecurity as in her dream. But this time she listened to the voice that told her to take the step. She accepted the challenge and realized that the dream had shown her the right path from the beginning. Your intuition and dreams are powerful tools that your angels use to convey messages to you. These messages can help you make the right decisions, overcome fears, and see your path in life more clearly. It is a silent but powerful way of communicating that angels use to guide us. In the next chapter, we will talk about the fourth sign, synchronicities and signs in everyday life. These little coincidences that fit together perfectly are often clear indications that angels are at work. Stay open to the little wonders of everyday life, for they could show you that you are never alone. In our everyday lives, there are moments that fit together so perfectly that they cannot possibly be mere coincidence. These seemingly random events that happen at the right time and in the right place are more than just luck. They are synchronicities, and they are the fourth sign that an angel is working in your life. When everything suddenly falls into place in an almost magical way, it's often an indication that your angel is working in the background, showing you a way forward. Synchronicity means that certain events connect in a way that shows you are being guided. It's those moments when you might be thinking about a certain topic and suddenly get just the right information you need. Or you might be thinking about someone you haven't seen in a while, and then that person calls you. These types of synchronicities are messages from your angel telling you, "I'm here, you're not alone, and you're on the right path." For example, Lisa was facing a big decision in her life. She didn't know if she should take a job that would take her to another city. She was uncertain and looking for a sign. One morning, while walking around town, she noticed a billboard that had the exact name of the city she was considering moving to. Later that day, she ran into someone who had recently lived in that very city and advised her to take the plunge. Such events are more than just coincidences. They are clear signs that angels are guiding us through synchronicities. For Lisa, it was the confirmation she needed to know that this job change was the right move. We often encounter these kinds of signs in our everyday lives, but we have to be mindful to recognize them. They can show up in the smallest of details. Maybe you keep seeing the same numbers, hear a certain song just when you need it, or meet the right people at the right time. Angels send us these signs to prompt us to pause and feel that we are being guided on our path. These are small clues reminding us that we are not drifting through life by chance, but are being led. Mindfulness plays a crucial role here. Most of these messages are subtle, and only when we are mindful and present can we truly perceive them. Start by being more aware of your day. Pay attention to the little coincidences and encounters that may seem like trivialities to you, but are actually meaningful. Imagine that every little coincidence is a piece of a puzzle that fits into the bigger picture of your life. When you recognize these signs, you will feel your life unfolding in a deeper way. Another common sign that angels use to communicate with us is numbers. In particular, so-called angel numbers, such as 111, 222, or 444, often appear at moments when angels want to communicate something to you. You may see these numbers on the clock, on license plates, or on invoices, everywhere around you. These numbers each have their own meaning. For example, 111 is often associated with new beginnings and new opportunities, while 444 is a sign that your angels are with you and supporting you. Pay attention to these recurring patterns and take them as a message that you are on the right track. Angels use other symbols besides numbers to communicate with us. Feathers, Butterflies, or even lights that suddenly appear in your field of vision are often signs that angels are near you. Feathers are one of the most well-known angelic symbols. If you find a feather in an unexpected place, it can be a sign that your angel is with you and showing you their support. Butterflies suddenly flying around you can also be messages from the angels, giving you comfort and hope. The significance of these signs lies in the fact that they show us that we are not alone in facing life's challenges. They remind us that angels are always by our side, supporting us and guiding us through the ups and downs. It may seem simple at first glance, but as you begin to notice these signs and acknowledge them in your everyday life, you will find your life opening up in wondrous ways. Perhaps you have already experienced synchronicities in your own life. Maybe it was a seemingly random encounter that gave you exactly the knowledge you needed. Or maybe you repeatedly saw the same number just when you were considering an important decision. These experiences are clear signs that your angel is sending you messages and guiding you. Let's not dismiss these signs as mere coincidence, but recognize them for what they are, loving hints from the realm of angels. Let me share another example. Marcus, a man who had been searching for a new career path for a long time, was on the verge of giving up. But one day, when he was feeling particularly down, he noticed the number 333 on the license plate of a passing car, a number he had seen again and again without giving it any meaning. Later that day, he received an unexpected message about a job opportunity that was a perfect match. These synchronicities are not random. They are messages that show us we are on the right path and that angels are always guiding us. In the next chapter, we'll talk about the fifth and final sign, the feeling of deep love and belonging that washes over us when an angel is near. That all-encompassing love we feel in moments of stillness and peace is the strongest sign that we are being escorted. I invite you to continue to be mindful and recognize this deep connection to the angels who are always there to protect and guide us. Sometimes there are moments in our lives when we suddenly feel deeply connected, to ourselves, to others, or even to the entire universe. These overwhelming feelings of love and belonging often come unexpectedly and envelop us like a warm blanket on a cold day. This profound sense of being loved and cared for is the fifth and perhaps most significant sign that an angel is in your life. When angels are around, they amplify these feelings, as if to gently remind us that we are never truly alone. Angels often act as invisible guides, not only protecting us but also opening our hearts to feel the true essence of love. It is a feeling that goes beyond ordinary human love, a universal love that connects us to everything. This kind of love brings peace into our lives and makes us realize that we are part of something bigger. It is in these moments of deep inner peace and belonging that the true power of angels is revealed. They are here to show us that no matter how dark a situation may seem, we are always supported. One particularly moving story is that of Anna, who, after a great loss, believed she would never be able to truly love or feel connected again. She withdrew, felt empty and cut off from the world. But one day, while walking in a park, she was suddenly overcome by a deep sense of warmth. It was as if an invisible hand had touched her heart. In that moment, she felt the presence of an angel. The sadness that had been with her for so long began to lift, replaced by an inner calm and a knowing that she was not alone. This experience gave Anna the strength to move forward and reconnect with life and the people around her. Such experiences are not uncommon. Many people report moments when they feel embraced by an invisible force, a force that reminds them that they are loved and valuable. Angels are often the messengers of this deep, unconditional love. They are like a link between us and the divine, helping us to feel this love and to pass it on in our lives. The role of angels goes beyond purely spiritual protection. They also help us develop deeper connections with others and with ourselves. By filling us with this universal love, they open us up to authentic, compassionate relationships. They help us to recognize that true love and belonging do not arise only from external circumstances, but come from within us. Once we are aware of this divine love, it is easier for us to integrate it into our daily lives and pass it on in our relationships. An important technique for bringing this love and sense of belonging into your life is meditation. By tuning into the energy of an angel, you can experience this love directly. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and imagine a radiant golden light surrounding you. This light is the energy of your angel, gently embracing you. As you focus on this light, take a deep breath and imagine drawing more of this love into your heart with each breath. Feel your heart open and let this warmth flow through you. This exercise helps you to feel the presence of your angel and connect with this universal love. Another way to experience this love is to focus on the moments in your daily life when you feel connected. Whether it's a smile from a stranger, a hug from a friend, or the peace you feel when you're in nature. These little moments are also signs from the angels reminding you that love is all around you if you just let it in. If you pay attention, you'll realize that angels are constantly trying to show you this love. Angels aren't just here to protect us, they're also here to help us understand the true essence of life, love. When we open ourselves to this love, we not only experience more peace, but also a deeper connection to everything around us. This connection makes us feel that we have a place in this world and that, no matter what happens, we are always loved. This realization can change our lives and help us to live with more compassion and joy. In closing, I invite you to recall the signs we discussed in the last chapters. Each of us has the ability to feel the presence of angels in our lives. The signs are always there: sudden peace, unexpected support, intuitive hunches, synchronicities, and finally, the feeling of deep love and belonging. It is up to us to be mindful and recognize these messages. Take a moment to consider what signs you may have noticed in your life. Perhaps you suddenly felt calm and secure on a particularly difficult day. Maybe you received unexpected support or were guided in the right direction by a dream or an intuition. These signs are not random. They are the gentle hand of your angel guiding you through your life. There is nothing more powerful than the feeling of being unconditionally loved. Angels are the embodiment of this love, and they are always there to show you that you have a firm place in this world. Be open to their signs, consciously perceive them, and let them touch your heart and your life. Because when you integrate the love of the angels into your life, you will realize that you were never really alone and that you are always surrounded by this universal love.